Hello Vivians and welcome back to the main channel. Today we're talking more about Big Finish Revival. This is the final edition of the Revival collection. Today we're talking about the Master, but mainly the Eric Roberts Master, because he is the one that's revived. He is the Revival. I know I spoke about the Master before in recent years, but this version of the Master hasn't been seen since the TV film, but we haven't seen him in years either because he is now heard as the Master. So, the reason why he counts as a revival is because we once saw him on TV, now we hear him in audio. He's got more adventures in audio than he has on TV, so 2 box sets on audio, 1 adventure on TV. Now, Eric Roberts is a wild card master-wise because he is an American, and I think he is anyway. To be perfectly honest, that would have been a wild card anyway because we've not really had many Americans take on these major roles in British telly. And I think that the gamble that they did paid off because in the end, everyone that loves the TV film, there's a lot of people with their own opinions. There's a chunk of people that don't like the TV film, there's a chunk of people that do. And I'm in the camp of the chunk of people that do like the TV film because we wouldn't have the 8th Doctor without it, and I just think that Paul McGann is fantastic in the role, and I think that Paul McGann is... I think Eric Roberts is amazing as the Master, because the way the Master now lives on in Eric Roberts. So, I don't know how the Master could regenerate from that, so timeline-wise, I wasn't ever too sure, because Eric Roberts' edition of the Master was just some slime, not really a human figure, so he'd stole a body. And I think that makes his Master more interesting than others, because he was not your average Time Lord. He's someone that can steal bodies. So it becomes a trickier way of doing things. It becomes a trickier method because then you have to invent other ways that the Master can still be a Time Lord but stealing bodies. I know that the Master's done things like that before. I know there's a whole list of the past, but because this was more of a goop, liquidy thing that goes inside the person to take the body, it's slightly different. I mean, Time Lords can use other bodies. I've not got an issue with that. That just makes Eric Roberts quite more unique than I would have expected. Now, the box sets themselves, which I do have one of them. So I have the 2 Missy box sets. I'm looking at it now, this is why I'm mentioning it in this order. I have the 2 Missy box sets, which is the Master, but when Michelle Gomez plays the Master, which proves a point, really, that female Time Lord works really well, because Irani, very popular and amazing. Female version of the Master, brilliant, but that really then did mess up for Sacha Dhawan, because obviously, if you don't already know, in the world of TV Who, I'll get back to Audio Who in a minute, but the world of TV Who, just before Missy got down the escalator, John Johnson, who played the Master before Missy, played the Master before Michelle Gomez, shot Michelle Gomez's Master as she was regenerating, so I don't know where Sacha Dhawan comes in the timeline, but hopefully Call Me Master fixes that. So back to Eric Roberts though. So we've got the two mystery box sets, and I've got out the two Eric Roberts series. I think I only have one from this angle. I can see I've only got the one box set of the Master, and I do think that it's one of those things that it's weird that Big Finish are making a I Should Have Won spin-off called Call Me Master. They've made Michelle Gomez Master Audios, and they made Master Audios for Eric Roberts. I know it seems weird that there's separate things, but I think it works because they do one for each Doctor. Masterful is an amazing audio which celebrates 50 years of the Master, and overall it just adds more to these characters, because at the end of the day, a Master, I'm going to say this, and if you disagree with me, well, you can disagree with me, but I want to know why you disagree with me in the comments wherever you're watching this. So, a Master is a single character from a different point in a timeline that makes no sense to me, but obviously canon is up to anyone. There is certain bits that you have to agree is canon. Everyone has to agree on, right? But there's other elements you can just pick and choose if you want to agree with it. But a Master is a villain that works really well because they're one person, but Masterful just makes sure that each incarnation that still exists, still with us, are treated well and are inputted well, and to make sure that the timeline of where we were at that point is still there. So we have some Big Finish own Masters like Alex McQueen, I think that's his last name, but I could be wrong. I do apologise if I have got it wrong. And so in the end, you get this amazing audio of all these Masters together. I am going to review it one day. I just need to re-listen to it. So I've got it recently in my memory, so I can review it for the Big Finish review, which is a series I haven't done in ages, but I want to do more of this year. So I think Eric Roberts is a good addition to Big Finish's repertoire of Doctors, and I hope that we get more of Eric Roberts. But what I want to see is Eric Roberts and Paul McGann back together for a box set. I want to see Eric Roberts against Christopher Eccleston. I want to see Eric Roberts against David Tennant. I want to see Eric Roberts in Unit, in Torture. I want to see Eric Roberts do more than his own spin-off box sets for Big Finish. So even though he is a really good Master for Big Finish, I just think they can utilise him a lot more. But I just think a box set where the Master, played by Eric Roberts, is against the 8th Doctor, played by Paul McGann, I think that would be perfect, amazing, and out of this world. So there you have it. That is the end of the Revival series, where I talk about things that have returned in the world of New Who, but they're all coming from their own areas. So I talked about the return of the Cybermen for New Who Revival. I talked about the return of the Sontarans and Sea Devils for Classic Who Revival, and the Big Finish Revival. I talked about the Weeping Angels, and now I'm talking about Eric Roberts' version of the Master. And I can't remember what the other New Who Revival I spoke about, so that's really annoying me at this moment, but I do apologise. So, there we have it. Thank you guys for watching. Time to much. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe to the official Tom Mason YouTube channel.